Hey guys, George here. Today I found myself in a bit of a predicament. The predicament being, I think I'm running out of content ideas. What kind of video I should do? I was thinking of ASL Coffee Talk with George or something to that effect. Hmm. So kind of got me thinking. Maybe I should do some solo play. What scenario am I going to play? I didn't feel like building an SSF. And I remember that I already built a couple of SSFs for HazMo. 3 scenario packs. I'm not sure if the fourth one is out yet. But I was looking at what kind of scenario I should play. And from the third scenario pack, I had to do with the City of Steel. There's quite a few interesting scenarios, but since my ASL collection is quite limited, I don't have the rules for Walking Wounded. But quite fitting to this predicament I'm in, I saw a scenario designed by Chad Cummings, HazMo 27, The Show Must Go On. And to get the SSF, you got to go to vassal.info, scenarios HTM, and just click on the download link, HazMo 27, The Show Must Go On. It'll be in your downloads. And then execute Vassal, and then point it to the download section and select The Show Must Go On. So I'm doing this in the background. And by magic, we have the scenario here. And this is Red October Factory, the Hassle map. So I'll be darned if I know what everything means, but Martin's Ovens Open Earth Furnace, New Production Shop, Electric Works, Blooming Mill. But I'll play to the best of my ability. It's kind of interesting that I didn't name the leaders. Normally I'll name the leaders, so I'll name them right now. Select them all, right click and name. Ivanovsky, Petrov, you gotta have a Dotsky from the original game. And Novov. There you go. Right, Germans. That's a lot of leaders, man. Name, Wiltz van Hoth, Nahum, and Tom Mueller, Steiner, Staller, much to my demise. There you go. Staller is a NATO leader? Wow. And you put some, that's a lot of AFEs there. Jeez. Should name them or label them. I'm surprised they didn't do that for the SSF. Label. A. E. Oh, there is already a label. Oh, there they are. And I also built the cancel. Cancel. There. Cancel. Alright, there you go. I also built the, what should I call it? There are acts for each individual one. And this is done with a later module. I like what I've done with the icons to represent the divisional patches where possible. So let's take a look and see what the heck the setup is all about. Here are the Russian sets up first, and we got set up in between hex rows M, as in Mike, and Z, hexes number 21 or greater. CSP3, sound 3, sound 2. I'm not going to pay attention to me. Oh yeah, the special thing he says they can set up the tanks and set up dug in. I ain't going to do that. So 21 and higher. I already kind of put a perimeter around there. It says greater than or equal to 21. So let's just start putting thingies here, units. M and Z. Let's clone this. M, clone, and Z. X, Y, Z. Okay. Greater than or equal to 21. Now, where are these Germans supposed to set up? 20. Set up on hexes, numbered, I guess, less than or equal to 20. All right. Let's start with the 447s. One, two, three, 4, and 5 there. Now let's do the 658s. 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21. That's pretty cool. 458s are going to fill in the gaps. I wonder if you can do a human wave through a building. That'd be fun. 527s. They should set up within 2 axes of everything. We got mule launchers, flamethrowers, ATRs. A couple of AFEs. Russian T-34 is set up and dug in. If set up as a dug-in tank, the T-34 receives 10 in addition to its automatic hull down status. In addition, 3 hexes allowed per D 9.52 may set up in roofless factory or rubble hex. Note, if dug in, the T-34 BMG is unusable. I like my BMGs. We get 5 fortified building locations. Well, that's why we're setting up in the factories. Protect the flanks, I suppose. In the center. So that means a German player cannot dislodge us very easily from there. Oh well. Let's give some DCs to these engineers. Give the 628s the LMGs because it boosts their firepower to 8. Let's give the heavies. What am I going to do with a heavy with a crowded board like this? We've got rubble everywhere. What you going to do, George? Flamethrower. There you go. ATRs. They're first line squads. Wall throwers. Not that I've ever used them. We'll put a heavy here. A heavy with the crew there. A couple of stacks here. And leaders, we want to designate the leaders with groups that they can kind of rally them and keep them afloat. We're going to put a tank there, face that way. So I guess factories with roads, I can move a vehicle in there. But anywho, this is the kind of scenario that I think more experienced players have to be able to play. So it's a bit out of my league, I'll admit it. Meaning it's complicated. 8 concealment counters. I put 8, create 8 concealment counters because if anybody else creates them, causes issues. So allied OB, I'm going to clone them myself. Clone, it's 2, 4, and 8. So basically, I'd like to conceal the units that I really don't want eliminated at the first turn. There we go. I'm setting up close and personal as well. So this video is going to be about an hour long. I'm not going to play past an hour. I can tell you that I have chores to do. So if you get the setup off of me, you might not agree with it. You can let me down below. Let me know in the comments down below, and we'll take it from there. Now, did I use the right assault engineers? Typically, I use engineers, and I kind of mix up everything. And Germans moves first. Interesting. Now I can set up right close to or not. Nope. I gotta give less than 20. That's 21. Where's 20? Maybe I'm doing something incorrectly here. Set up greater than 20. Ooh, greater than 20. Jeez. There you go. Kind of wrong there. So we're coming in from there. So I knew what I was doing when I did the SSF, that is. When I did the SSF, I knew what I was doing. Right now I'm losing it. This reminds me of a scenario I played recently from the Close Combat series. Boards are almost identical. So it's more or less like that. Okay. Now we can set up the Germans properly. Germans have no valid road paths, for crying out loud. Looks like it's going to be a short scenario, guys. 838s. am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Well, ideally, I would know where the fortified building locations would be. What the heck are the victory conditions? The Germans win a game in by controlling uh, greater than or equal to 57 ground level stone locations in the Russian setup area. 57? I read that correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 40, practically everything. Sounds like a balanced scenario. Yep. Let's set up some DCs here. I got 8 548s. Where are the Germans supposed to route to if they break? There's no rally terrain. It is Stalingrad, I suppose. But granted, the Germans do have a superior ELR, and they're all 8-factor morale. It's worth giving it a try and see what happens. Fire group, flamethrowers, MGs. I kind of think that I am correctly giving it to the 548s. The LMGs will create uh, 8 firepower factor attacks there as opposed to 6. What happened to my other 548s? He has an LMG, he doesn't. This dude does. That dude does. He has a flamethrower. LMG. Here's another one. He's kind of out of the picture for now. And the other two, I'm just gonna hand them over like that. We got a few heavies. That's pretty good. That's pretty awesome. So what do we got there? Well, it looks like we're gonna have to move a couple of squads up like this. And like that. And like so. And give the heavies, or yep, give the heavies there. To the flankers. There. 2 mediums. There you go. Oh god, look at all these tanks. And wink. Come on, select them all. Bring them closer. Oh, let's see what happens. Easy boys. In this case, I'd like to have a couple of good water leaders with these heavies. They don't cower, they have a good modifier. A couple of leaders with 8-1 attacks. Well, I'm curious to see what the first turn will look like. Let's put the tanks somewhere. And I kind of looked at the info. I put it down here in HTML. So close combat, crew survival 4, smoke discharger 7, AP 7, S9, and H6. A lot of smoke, man. I'm sure Chad and Charles are both fans of Cheech and Chong. It's all up in smoke, man. Cheech and Chong, I tell you. Yeah, right up close to an ATR, why not? Rob, it's debris. I think it's debris. What do I know about debris? 150, eh? HE only. Okay, we did start a log file. Let's put our sniper somewhere. Here. And here. They each have a sniper of 3. Let's see what is in the info. Hey, gotta put the ELRs in ELR here under scenario error information. You gotta put the ELRs. So 3 and 3 for the Allied. I don't think the ELR matters. 4 and 3. There, save. Just give us a little short reminder of what's going on with the ELR. I'm going to modify things so you can see the dice rolls, and this will be turn 1. 23 minutes in. This is basically my scenario, and I don't feel that my scenario setup, sorry, it's not my scenario, it's actually designed by Chad Cummings. So, yeah, I don't have red barricades, so I'm winging it. I did buy the scenario card though, or earned it somehow. So I'll play to the best of my ability, rules wise and everything else wise, and see if I can get a kick out of the first turn. Hold on a sec, I'm going to configure the map so you can see what's going on. Alright, so when I roll, you'll see what's going on. I also like to get the advanced sequence of play out. Oh, I got it here. Alright, so sequence of play. Set up off-board reinforcements, there aren't any. And I'll put my little nationality chip on turn 1 to signify it's the German turn. And then I'll get this Soviet star right there. It's rally phase. So there is no off-board reinforcements. We can roll for wind change. Somehow I double-clicked. Let me tell you, these Logitech mouses, they don't last long. Pretty cheap, I suppose, even if you're set you back $50. Anywho, no off-board weather, or off-board reinforcements, no weather. So recombine good order half squads, attempt to recover, deploy, repair, rally, check. Let's go on to prep fire. So we'll roll it to prep fire, and I'm going to have this fellow here roll to there. Try and hit there. Okay? So hold on a sec. I'm going to get my rat charts out. So anywho, I'm not too sure if debris causes a hindrance there or not, but in any case, tank F will fire there. Infantry target type would be base 8, -1 for the terrain, and +1 for being buttoned up, so straight up 8 to hit. 6 hits, so a 75. Wait a second. Forgot something. The temp. The temp is another +3, and I rolled a 6. I needed a 5 to hit. So we missed, and we got a -1 acquisition there. That dude prep fired. It has no machine guns, which is really bad. So everybody here except the engineer with the DC is going to be marked with the opportunity fire. There you go. Engineers are going to expend movement, of course. Okay, here we're going to attack the mole. We're going to shell hole. Okay, so +1 for buttoned up, and then +3 makes it +4 to hit there. So base 8 +4, 4 to hit. Got 2 of them. 8 prep fired. He gets a knack there. Should we intensify? Nah, not worth it. Too soon. And he prep fired. Tank E, just a breather. We'll fire there. So +1 for buttoned up, +4 for the temp. Don't matter. I will fire area target type, so +2 for being concealed. And 7 to hit, +2 would make it 5. Missed again. E, cannot intensify an area fire. Make it a big one. But I've been +2 also for being concealed. Didn't mention that. There you go. We prep fired. Here again, we're going to put everybody except the engineers under op fire. Here to there, we're going to do an 8 up 3. 6 + 3 is 9, so that's a task check. And they pass. And they prep fired. Alright, here again, we're going to put everybody infantry-wise under a up fire. Engineers will go on top. Okay, and they're not passengers, obviously not. Okay, and the tank is going to fire point blank there. The not tank, but armored fighting vehicle, assault gun. It's a 150. Jeez, I didn't conceal that guy. Oh well. Let's roll on a 2 hit and see if we hit. 7. +1 for being buttoned up. -2 for being point blank. And +3 for the temp. So let's document that and do the math. It was base 8 infantry target type, +1 for buttoned up, -2 for range, and +3 for temp. So the positive modifiers are 4, the negative modifiers are 2, it would have been a 6 to hit, and I rolled a 7, and there is no rate on that gun. So we're a little bit miffed with that. Okay, he prep fired. Here, we have an MG that can fire there. Alright, we'll put debris aside. Let's see if we got any more information on debris other than chapter H. Let's see what we got here. Terrain. Can we do a control F here? No. Interesting. Bubble is one thing, debris is another. I think at the most it can be a +1 hindrance, but I'm putting it aside. I don't think, if all else being equal. Alright, anyway, this fellow fired. Here to there, or better off here to there. Area target type again. So 7, +1 for being buttoned up is 6. Hit, it's area target type. So we're going to take a 75 normally is a 12, so we'll do a 6, half firepower, up 4. Nothing. He prep fired. And we did not get rate. Alright, so what do we got with Van Hoth here? Alright, oh, we got a flamethrower. So a flamethrower is halved for concealment. So we are going to fire the flamethrower first and foremost. So it's 6 flat against them. 8 on the 6. So pin test check, that's enough to unconceal them. He has a flamethrower. Test check. 3. German Sand. Not activated. Okay, so the flamethrower just fired. And we're not going to opportunity fire in this case because we can fire our inherent firepower, and that's a heck of a lot of firepower. And that guy is holding a flamethrower, therefore it's to our advantage to fire at them. So we got 16 plus 10 is 26, plus 8 is over 36 firepower factors, and plus 2, actually plus 3, 10, or plus 4, 10, and minus 3. So it's 36 plus 1 there. That's how I calculate it. 36 plus 1, IFT. 10 on the 36. Still enough for a 2 check, and no, and I got rate on the heavy. 2 check, 6 or less. Nope, puts my LR's 3, 8, 9, 10, 11, and we rolled a 12. So they did not LR, but they broke, and we got rate on the heavy. My covered arc is fixed in one direction or the other. I suppose it'll be in this direction. So we'll do a 6 up 1 there. If we have the line of sight. I don't think the line of sight works in this thingy. See? Doesn't work. Okay. 6 up 1 there. 7, 8 on the 6 is another pin check. Passes. No more rate. So we will prep fire. I have no idea what this terrain is and what that terrain is. So we'll hold our fire on that one. Okay, here, Hube is going to fire across. Is it going to fire across? Yeah, well, he prep fired everything. He's not going to get to use the DC charge. Well, that sucks. Alright, it doesn't matter. Here, will you go ahead and use the flamethrower first at 12 even? 10. That, in that case, you could say goodbye to the flamethrower. 10 on the 6 is nothing. And now we'll do the same spiel as before. Actually, what we're going to do in this case, we're going to prep fire. And then put these guys on top. Alright, so prep firing, it's doubled and halved. So we got 7 plus 4 is 11, 16, up 2 against them. 16 up 2. That's the axis sound. And 5 on the 16 is a 3 check. So delete that. 1, 2. It's a 3 check. The first guy ELRs and breaks. Second dude, 7 plus 3 is 10, 8, 9, 10, 11, just breaks. And axis, Russian sound, 3, not good. And we did get rate on the heavy. Should we fire again? We can fire the mole. Leader directed, it would be a 6 up 2. Nothing. Rate. Same target. 6 up 2. Nope, and no rate. Okay, so they fired. Here now, we'll do an 8 up 3. Nothing. Here, what do we got? We'll fire the tank, area target type. 7 plus 1, I guess minus 2 for range. Maybe not. Let's see. L, not applicable to law. Okay, the range doesn't matter for, it's not applicable. So it's a straight up 6 to hit, plus 1 because I'm buttoned up. To hit. Of course not. Tank B has a large acquisition there. It would be plus 2 also for being concealed. Alright. Next. Should we fire the leader? Eight, 12. We got a 12 up 3. Yeah, we'll do a 12 up 3. Excluding the fellow with the DC. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this fellow also prep fired. So we'll do a 12 up 3 there. 8, 9, 10, 11 on the 12 is missed by 1. So these guys prep fired. Okay, here. We can do here. We'll go like this. And put these guys up there. Now we'll go to movement. I think tank F also prep fired. Put the prep fire on the wrong guy. There. Okay, so now we'll go to movement. And we'll call assault move. And throw the DC there for 2. Now, as the Russian player, I have the opportunity to fire back and prevent the DC from going there. So, guess what? We're going to unconceal and fire back at. He did declare assault move, so it'll be a 12 even attack. Yeah. We're gonna call it 12 even attack. Here goes. 6 on the 12 is a 2 check. So let's do the 2 check. He breaks, leaving 6 residuals in there, and that DC goes back, and he first fired. Okay, here the assault engineer again will declare an assault move and throw the DC in there. And here, boop. What do we got there? We're going to unconceal a whole stack, and we got 8 plus 5 is 13. We'll get 13. That attack was a 12. This is a 13. Doubled is 26. So 24 even against the assault engineer. And they can't cower because Ivanov doesn't allow for cowering. Alright. 8 plus 24 attack. 24 even. 7 on the 24 is a 3 check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They make it, and they first fired. They made it, and he expended 2 movement factors to put the DC charge in there. He succeeded, and we're going to take that attack, unfortunately. We're going to take that attack because we want a final fire on the entire stack before they get the opportunity to opportunity fire. So here again, I am going to throw a DC charge, although I shouldn't. I will. And this is going to be a 12 even or 12 up 1 attack against the engineer. And we'll do that. And 12 up 1 because he's underneath the tank that didn't move. So 12 up 1. The cower to a 8. 7 on the 8 is a 1 check. Morale check. And this guy, what's my ELR for? Okay, 4. 8 plus 4 is 12. And we got a 1 check. So they break, but do not ELR. And the DC charge goes back. And these guys first fired as well. Alright, here we DM them. There is no attack. We can't move. Here, we don't know what the heck this is, so we'll just leave it aside. Here, we prep fired. These guys are already broken. So here, in this case, I really have no idea why I didn't take a different course of action. Anywho, I'm pretty sure here they attacked, but I do have a DC charge here, and these guys prep fired, and what we got there? They prep fired with no any effect. There you go. So will we unconceal or take the brunt of it? Let's think about that for a second. So the interesting rule here is 23.1. A DC is a support weapon which explodes in the target location with 30 firepower factors. However, half of 30 is 15. Will go down to a 12 up 3 attack if I choose to retain concealment. And in this case, since the German player did not, let's just read the rule there. It is not subject to firepower modifications for point blank, triple point blank use in the advanced phase, or for any form of area fire other than concealment at the time the DC is thrown, properly placed, or detonated if set. So I'm going to incur the DC attack in favor of keeping my concealment. So I was concealed at the time it was set. So the attack, even if I unconceal later, it will be a 12 up 3 attack as opposed to a 30 up 3 attack. It's the time that it was set. What was the state of those units at the time it was set or thrown? So at the time that it was thrown, a German player, a Russian player was concealed. So I should get area fire, the benefit of area fire. Although afterwards I can unconceal and then fire it. I could be wrong with that. If you see any mistakes, please correct me. I'm learning. This is a learning event for me. So, yeah. No repercussions there, but this guy could fire. I'll rule that as a 4 up 1. Maybe up 2 because of the debris. I'm not sure. Let's see what it kind of, but doesn't matter in any case. He first fired. And here, the engineer is going to assault move and also throw a DC there. He'll incur the attack as well. 12 up 4. Okay. That's all for movement. Let's call it defensive fire. We'll do 1 player turn of this scenario. It's already 47 minutes, and like I said before, I have chores. I have to take care of the little guy. A while ago, last Wednesday, I went to curriculum night to see his teacher. So this history teacher says, "Mr. Hiodes, you have a good son." You know what? He came into my class a couple of days ago with 4 guys and wanted to play briscola. Briscola. You have any Italian heritage? Apparently, I do. And I'm there, briscola. Of all things, briscola. But he doesn't play card games at home. I wish he'd play that card game with me. Here I am playing solo. What the heck? Briscola. Yeah, briscola. Yeah. By the way, I'm trying to get some house rules going for Hitler's Reich. It's sitting in the cupboard there. I opened it up. I set it up. And what the heck is going on? I'm going to play that game with briscola rules. It's a card game after all, Anyway, much to my surprise, he doesn't play card games at home. He's playing card games at... Oh, Mr. Hiodes. I'm happy he's playing card games compared to the other things some of these students do. Oh well. Got a long year ahead of us. Alright, defensive fire. So now, what we're going to do here is... This guy is marked under opportunity fire. And what we're going to do is fire 12 there, fire group with this guy to make it an 8. I don't know, 8 even, 8 up 1. Debris kills me. Alright, here it comes. We'll see if it makes a difference later. 8. If it's up 1, it's PTC. And if it's not up 1, it's a normal. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt that it's a normal. I'll put final fire here, and here. I'm putting the debris aside, man. Too complicated. Okay, so normal morale check for Wiltz. Passes Soviet SAN. Then the broken unit, 9, 10, 11, anything but a 12. A second SAN. And the last one passes. So all that for 2 SAN checks for the Soviet player. 1, 2. 2, little SAN. Alright. And direction distance, 6 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, comes there. And it goes here. The guy that fired him. Ah, let's see, it's up there. It's 1, 2, and 1, 2. That guy's in shells, the other guy's in rubble. What's the difference? So, random selection, leader first, Brokey second, and Goodor last. 1, 2, 3. The leader becomes wounded. Gets the Iron Cross. Wounded. Wound check. He's good. Now he is a 9-2 leader with 3 movement factors. He's walking with one leg. Okay, these guys first fired, and we're going to fire group them with them. So we got a 6, and 6 is 12, 14 plus 5, 14 plus 5, 19. So they're going to have a 16 flat there, or 16 up 1, whatever. Let's see. 16. Oh, I'm saying forget the debris. 7 on the 16. 2 check. 2 check right there. Han first. 5 plus 2 is 7. Makes it. So now it's a 1 check. Top to bottom, okay? 2 check becomes a 1 check, 7 or less. Top to bottom. Breaks. Passes. He already placed the DC during the movement phase, so it stays there. And they final fired. Can this game be one of those that you determine the victor after the first turn? 6 plus 4. We'll do an 8. Not using the light. 8 up 1 there. Okay. Nothing. They cowered. Here he's broken. A 4. 4 up 1. 4 up 1. No, 4 even. Give it a 4 even shot. Nothing. Alright, these guys broke. These guys are okay. Oh, geez. Heavy there. Okay. Alright. And here, now we'll open up and fire back. So we got 12 plus 10 is 22. So 20 up 1 there. 5 of the 20 is a 4 MC. Leader first. Morale check. 6 plus was 6 on the 20. It's a 3 check. Alright. So 7 plus 3 is 10. Did not exceed his EOR, but he did break. So I need 2 5s top to bottom. This guy breaks. And the other guy makes it, but it is a sand check again. 5, nothing. Okay. And here we're going to keep our concealment once and for all, should we? Yeah, we're going to keep our concealment to the best of our ability. Alright. Advancing fire. So with advancing fire on, these guys were marked with opportunity fire. So now we got 8 there, so it's a 16 plus 4 minus 2, 16 up 2. You don't cower. 6 on the 16 is a 2 check against these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They make it. And these guys are marked with advanced fire. Okay, here we still have advanced fire. And these guys, they did open up but twice. And they're going to get a 30 up attack. So 8, 16, 16 up 3. 5 plus 3 is 8 on a 16 is a 1 check. Don't forget that the morale is 1 greater. Alright, so 1 check. Makes it, and then 2 8s. 8. I guess that's a pin. There's a 1 check. The other guy makes it. So the second guy pins. Right there. But the 6 to 8 is not pinned. How does that work? Go back down. 5 to 7 pinned. Okay, and Ivanov leave him on top. Okay, good. Alrighty. They upfired. Is there a DC? Oh, we'll do the DC. Alright, 30 up 3. Because they've had open fire before. 30 up 3. So 9 on the 30 chart is a 2 check, starting with the commissar. So 8 plus 2 is 10. Commissars don't pin. Okay, and we got a 2 check. So 2 7s. No, a 7 and a 5. Okay. Let's just roll it. 2 check. 9. The second guy pins, and the other one. 7 plus 2 is 9. Alright, so he breaks, the other guy pins. And these guys advance fired. Good, and the demo comes off like that. So here are my broken weapons so far. It happens. The advance fired. Here we're marked with up fire. So we got a 16 up 3 there. Point blank. Oh, that's nothing. Look. Here the old prep fired. Here they're already DM'd and they prep fired. I'm not going to fire on a broken unit. Prep fired. Okay, let's do the 12 up 3, 4 attack. 12 up 4. 8 plus 4 is 12 on the 12 is a miss. DC charge goes away. And what do we have in terms of the all prep fired? Oh well. Alright. Now here we'll have another 12 up 4 attack. 7 plus 4. That's a miss. That's a good way of wasting a a DC. Just remain concealed. And in terms of up fire, we have a 4. This guy moved. He has a self fire. That's 5. 5 plus 4 is 9. So we'll have an 8 up 4 attack. Let's do that. 6 plus 4 is 10. That's nothing. Alright. Let's go now to the next phase, route phase. And let's clean up the board. It's already dirty. Prep and death fire. German player has to route first. And I'm not too sure if this guy needs to low crawl. I'm thinking that the tank acts as a prohibits interdiction, so he can go 1 back. Same thing here. He has Tem, so he can route back, at least underneath the tank, and the leader can choose to route with him. And maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe they want to go into close combat. Leave the Brokies behind. Alright, here, okay, we'll roll it back into a shell hole. In this case, the leader will go back with them. Okay. Here we don't have any brokies. That's wonderful. No brokies there. Here, they'll roll back as well. Just like so. Alright. Now the story player must roll. And in this case, we'll take the Ivan off with them. And here, we'll have to roll it back. And here, we got to roll it back as well. We'll go like this individually. 1, 2, 1, 4, or whatever. Okay. All nice and dandy. Advance phase. You can't advance into the building because it's fortified. And you certainly don't want to go there or there. Here, that dude is pinned, he can't advance as well. He's still holding his ground. Here, that's a 4 or 5. Somehow he's holding it. I think this belongs to the 3-8. Back. There we go. They can advance to close combat. Von Hoth is going to take over this position. We'll keep that dude there. These guys, they're not broken. We are in a stalemate there. Pretty bad. Alright, so we'll do a close combat. Right here. Roll for ambush. German player first. No ambush. So we got a 1-to-1 and a 1-to-2. Is there a hand-to-hand in this? Nope, there are other scenarios where there is hand-to-hand. So let's do 1-to-1 and 1-to-2. German first. 1-to-1, 1-to-2, melee. And that's the end of German turn 1. What a wicked scenario. I gotta read up on debris. Or Dead Red Barricades, I suppose. Chapter O. Does not come with the ebook, and roll it there. We'll do a partial save and continue some other day. And who knows, I might get to play this one day with a buddy. You know. It's a lot of ground to cover, though, in such a short period of time, getting 57 hexes. And as you can see on the first turn, you got no route paths. You don't necessarily have to come on board on turn 1, do you? All, some, or none may enter in each turn. Wow. So the way I see it, you know, what I did was really off the wall. You could very well just bring him in through here and try to penetrate that building and then push them in one direction or the other. I didn't use my tanks that much, except to as an assault gun. And things to consider. An hour and 5 minutes. I'm pretty sure I lost you guys after the first 40 minutes. But that's my little predicament right now. Maybe I need a break about a month and get my creative juices up and running. Looks like an excellent map. I mean, an excellent hassle. Of course, with the HazMo scenario, geez, I thought I deleted the scenario parameters. But anyway, The HazMo edition looks like they sputtered life back into this hassle and at least sparked my curiosity into it. We'll see what happens. One day I might do the continuation. In the meantime, excellent idea to save a picture of turn one. Uh, let's put it there. I call them has underscore 27 underscore turn 01a.png and file save game as, same thing as before except the extension now will be .vsav. I'm really glad I got the opportunity to do these Vassal starter files. Yeah, don't expect any loss to work on these maps, but nonetheless, you should be able to determine loss on your own. So with that said, I hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more content. But again, I'm thinking of taking a month off just to reinvigorate my creative juices, and I'll let you know what happens. Better not to make a video than to make a video that is really poor. So yeah, got some thinking to do. And also, like Dan, I'm into these fountain pens. I got one from China, and usually what I do is I write in my journal, but I don't leave my journal exclusive to fountain pens. I've written a lot. I've written all my notes with respect to the different tips and tactics videos that I did. The journal started off with my first ever live tournament. I was thinking of making a video about time, the element of time in Squad Leader. Maybe I'll do it once and for all, and we'll see. So guys, stay tuned and keep recommending this channel. I don't promote this channel through social media anymore. Personal choice, nothing to do with politics and what's going on in Canada. That's besides me. I just want to keep things organic and true. So take care and have a good one, guys.